Mabuhay! Welcome back to my channel. We are doing a review today on the MONDLY app. I've been doing it for just over a month and I'm liking it. I want to show you guys my full review on the app, go through what I'm doing with it, and tell you if you should subscribe to their subscription service on it or pay for the app. I am paying for the app, so stay tuned and I will give you a breakdown on that, and make sure you watch to the end, because after my kind of overview on it, I'm gonna show you on the screen what it's like running the app on your computer, so you can use it on your computer or your phone. If you're here for the first time, my name is Brock Adam. I am aspiring to learn a lot of languages, be a polyglot, and I'm studying Tagalog right now. So if you're interested in this type of content, subscribity down below you, and hit the bell so you get notifications when I put out new videos. Without further ado, let's get into it. Again, we are going to get into my MONDLY app review. I've been using it now for about 40 days. And I quite like it. So this is specifically, I've only done the Tagalog Filipino course on it so far. Now, there's a lot of different aspects for it. I did pay for it. There is a free version, but the paid version gives you a lot more. So getting right into it, first off, you can get your daily lesson section. The daily lesson section is great. It tracks each lesson that you complete. It checks it off on a calendar for you, so it helps you motivate you to keep your streak going. What it does, it just gradually brings you through the language, and it uses sentences. It's not just learn a word, so there is some of that, but when they do learn a word on its own with the vocab, they throw in a picture most of the time. So you're looking at a photo and then you're tapping or swiping to match the picture with the word. So it's like you're visually getting that aid to remember how it's spelled, how it's pronounced, because there's a native speaker speaking it, and you have a photo reinforcement. So that's pretty good. It's got three things there that are combined helping you learn. So the daily lessons are good. So you work through all those. It starts adding them and tracking this point system. The points are cool. I think you can get into that if you really care about the points. You can like earn different things, but and compete. There's other learners getting tracked at the same time, so there's like a leaderboard, so you can compete kind of against your peers to get higher on the leaderboard, which is cool. Then there's also just vocab learning separately, so you can learn like a flashcard style. And then there's another aspect of it which I actually like the best out of all of it, which is the conversational part, where you can text conversations back and forth with the bot. So the computer's going back and forth. It gives you the responses. You pick the right response that you want to work on. So you can keep reinforced with repetition, and then you can go back to those conversations or keep going to different categories, so that they'll let you pick like a restaurant category or a greeting category or meeting someone for the first time, things like that. So there's different categories. So after 1 month, I can definitely recommend it. This isn't sponsored or anything. I've been using it and I paid for it, but I do think that if you're learning Filipino, very good app. Now it has over 30 languages on there, I believe. So with that same system, I could definitely say that it would be good to use it. I've used so many different apps, and this could be my favorite one I've used because of all the different elements it has. And the price wasn't crazy. For a year, I believe it was $60 Canadian. So anyone in the US is watching, it's obviously probably cheaper than that, but 60 Canadian is like, what, $5 American? So it's probably like $40 or something. Anyways, I can definitely recommend it. Now, the thing about the MONDLY app, it's cool because you always have it with you on your phone. So you're gonna wanna, like when you're sitting down and you're not by your books or your computer, you can actually study language with it as well, which is nice. But it's not the only thing you're gonna use learning a language. It's just one tool in your toolkit to get your language to where you want it to be with your goals. So get it, but don't think it's all you can use to get fluent, because it's just not going to get you fluent, but it is going to help you get your foothold on the language. It's going to progress you quite far. But one thing I would recommend is, if you can, wherever you're at studying with it, like read out loud if you can, instead of just reading it in your head whenever you're working on lessons, because getting your mouth used to the shapes of the new language is quite hard and time consuming. So the more you can read out loud, it actually helps with that, so that when you get to speaking with someone, it'll be more natural and you'll progress faster. So that's my quick Mondly review. I'm going to give another review on Mondly later when I've done their whole course in Tagalog, which is going to take me a while, but when I filter through the whole daily lesson section all the way to the end of their content, I'm going to give you my whole wrap-up of Mondly app. So look forward to that. Okay, so we're on the Mondly app. Now this is the home screen when you, basically I'm not logged into my account on here because mine's on my phone, but this is what you see. As you can see, there's a ton of sections. So there's tons of content on here. You get a daily lesson. So you can click on here, start, you click on the day, yeah, and then
Mga gulay.
There you go. It's starting to learn vocabulary with pictures at the start.
Sibuyas. Kamatis. Kabute.
So you're actually listening to a native
Gusto
speaker.
ko ng mga kamatis.
So now you have to write the sentence, complete it in Tagalog. So kamatis is what we need. Tomatoes.
Kabute.
Anyways, you keep going. You can see what that's like. Let's quit that. The other thing that I like to do on the Mondly app is the chatbot. So I go to the chatbot and I start a conversation with the computer.
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon. Hello. Hi.
So it gives you a few options to reply to the chatbot.
Magandang hapon. Ano ang inyong pangalan? Ang pangalan ko ay...
There you go. It's asking what's your name, and it shows you the Tagalog phrase and underneath it the English phrase and a reply for you to use. Or you can type your own reply in the bottom. So, which is cool. So that is how I use Mondly, and I use it on my phone whenever I have time. I fit it in, try and get at least a half hour, 20 minutes of that. And I will see you mamaya.